Our top focus on WION at this hour. US President Donald Trump has said that Washington holds all the cards in talks with Iran. Speaking during an interview with Fox News, Trump warned that military action remains an option if the talks fail to produce a favorable outcome. Listen to this.
Is there a line that they would cross for you to go on the offensive again militarily?
Well, a deal that wasn't going to be good for us is the line, ultimately, because, I'm playing it out and we're going to see, and that's what I do. I negotiate, they negotiate. They're very good negotiators. They're crafty. But in the end, we have all the cards because we've defeated them militarily.
Now, reports say that the two sides have reached an agreement to extend the ceasefire by 60 days. However, Iranian media reports have denied reaching any agreement, saying no memorandum of understanding has been finalized as of yet. Separately, US Vice President J.D. Vance has said that in terms of finalizing the deal with Iran, the US is not there yet, but they are very close. However, Vance indicated that the US may have given in to Iranian demands of reaching a deal for ending the ceasefire first, leaving the crucial questions of Iranian nuclear program and uranium stockpile for future talks.
There are certain details that are going to have to be figured out that are going to take a little bit of time to come. Just take, for example, even if you come to an agreement on, let's say, destroying the enriched stockpile, how do you do it? When do you do it? How do you actually get access to it? As the president said repeatedly, we did very effectively bury that stuff very deeply underground. So there are a lot of details to work out. But what I mean is I think we're making progress.
Well, crucially, Vance also said that the US is in a position where it can substantially set back Iran's nuclear program over the long term. Vance's comments suggest that the US may agree to keep the issue of nuclear weapons out of a deal right now and instead of conditioning the deal to a commitment from Iran on its nuclear ambition.
If you look at what we've already accomplished here, assuming that we're able to get to a final agreement here, we're reopening the Straits of Hormuz. We've already decimated their conventional military, and we're in a position where we could substantially set back their nuclear program, not just during the term of this president, but over the long term. That's a very, very good thing for the American people. So we're not there yet, but we're very close. We're going to keep on working at it.
Well, Iran has repeatedly asserted that it does not want to produce nuclear weapons, but has the sovereign right to enrich uranium for peaceful purposes. Tehran has also been pushing Washington to reach a broader framework for a ceasefire extension and discuss key sticking points in future negotiations. Furthermore, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said that negotiating teams are going back and forth over a potential Iran deal. Speaking to reporters in Washington, Bessent predicted that oil and gas prices could come down very quickly after the war ends. However, Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibabadi has said that Iran will not sign any agreement that does not align with its interests. Further, he has warned that Tehran will respond to any violation of the ceasefire by the United States.
About what the actions of Americans and what they are saying. What matters to us are the official messages we receive, and naturally, Iran will not accept anything that is not in line with our interests and those of our country. And this is the reason it is taking a few days, to make sure everything is in line with our interests.
Amid these developments, Qatar's ruler, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, spoke over a phone call with US President Donald Trump about developments in the West Asia war. The call assumes significance as Doha has hosted Iranian officials this week for talks. But the big question is Iran driving the terms of the deal with the United States? Washington's insistence on conditioning the deal to Iranian commitments on its nuclear program, it has been the biggest sticking point in the negotiations, It has been delaying the agreement between the two sides, but with Iran pushing the US to agree first on a broader framework for peace, it appears that Iran may have more leverage in the talks than the United States.